Hello guys, yeah, welcome back to my channel, and if this is your first time of watching, you're highly welcome. Please kindly click on the subscribe button, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much for watching. So Papa Pet Edochie have decided to swipe into another mode. I don't even understand these people. The other time you called your granddaughter, she told you that you don't usually call her, that why are you calling her now? Is it really necessary? Someone you claim to be a grandpa, and yet even when my brother died, you never deemed it fit to call us, to even check on us, and then you are calling me after they did the small gbas. She started minding her business because we already know that Daniella is still in school. She's basically doing her coursework and lectures and the rest of them. Then another call entered when she was in the lecture hall that somebody wants to see her. She was a little bit hesitant. She was like, why would somebody want to see her? In a private school, that is how it works in Nigeria. People do not just barge into the place and visit just like that. You must have a visiting card, and then they must announce you. And her school is very, very security conscious. So when they told her that somebody wanted to see her, she was wondering whether it was her mother, but she said that she talked to her mother recently and it couldn't be her mother, and she kept quiet. So she decided to go and attend to the person, or rather go and know the actual person that is even coming to see her. But she had already called her mother to tell her mother, see, mommy, somebody wants to see me. And the mother too was surprised, like, who is that person that might want to come and see my daughter? Ever since Kambili's demise, May and her children has actually been careful, especially visitors, when they do not even know about, because of what happened, the circumstances surrounding his death. So the mother told her that when you get to the place, call me or put the phone on record, or like, yes, I will be hanging on the phone so that I will know the particular person that is come, because I know that it is not any of my siblings. If they want to come and visit my daughter, they will tell my daughter. But her instinct was already telling her that it might be Pet Edochie, because since she barred pets from visiting the house and putting security agency, in her own mind she believes that Pet Edochie might do such, but she didn't tell the daughter. She just told the daughter to go and see the visitor, a man that is looking for her. And lo and behold, when Daniella went, guess who she saw? It was her grandfather. What do you expect her to do? Do you expect her to, like, no, I don't want to see you? Because Daniella was brought up with maximum respect, and she greeted him as usual. Grandpa, good morning. Abi, good afternoon. How are you doing? How is my grandma? How is everything? Okay. And the grandpa, that is Pet Edochie, asked her how his studies. His studies is fine. She said that Pet Edochie did not come alone. He came with two other people, but she didn't know them, like two men, with maybe probably the elders from Integer village, who accompanied him to visit May's house. And then Pet Edochie, started saying something about, I came to Lagos to see your mother. I came to Lagos to see your other siblings, and then your mother barricaded the whole place, didn't want me to enter. That kind of emotional damage now, that kind of talk now. Daniella was just listening, and Pet did not even know that May was still on the phone. This one is not they say. The daughter is telling her. The daughter put her on call while attending to the grandfather, so that the mother will be able to hear and understand everything. Let it not be that she put Maggie or pepper in the matter. So he was busy talking, and after talking, Daniella said, okay, you came to Lagos to see my mother and you came to Lagos to see my other siblings. She now asked, okay, it is a good thing, but I know my mother. My mother cannot just prevent anybody from coming to visit, except it calls for security, purpose. Yes, ever since my late brother died, and we've been seeing some kind of strange things. Or grandpa, are you not aware that we are seeing some strange things in the house? I'll be in school. I'll be at home. I'll be hearing calls. People will call me at home and tell me this is what they saw. Even in my brother's room, strange things inside the ties, strange things in my father's former room, strange things. So what exactly are you coming to do? Because I may not understand you coming to see my mother after all these things that are happening. Grandpa, Obviously, you are on the internet. You are seeing what my father is doing to my mother, but you never even said anything about it. You just kept him quiet. Your son, that is my father, kept on disrespecting my mother, made me a mocking stock in the university. Do you know that I passed through so many stages of depression? Daniela was telling the grandfather, because of this thing, whenever I come to the class, people will be giggling. Look at what her father is doing. My father used to be well respected whenever he comes to see me, but now I can't even allow him come and visit me because I am ashamed of him. And for you wanting to go and see my other, sibling, I don't have a problem with that. But I know that for my mother to prevent anybody from entering, any unauthorized person from entering into that mansion, it means she must have had a reason. And if you can respect your son's reason, your son's decision for doing what he's doing, if you can support him by keeping quiet because of you did not come and block him, and neither did you come and say something, you kept quiet, meaning that you should still respect my mother for still, not allowing anybody to, see my other siblings because of obviously what happened. The father, that is the grandfather, Pet Edochie, was dumbstruck. He never expected it. He never expected it. He just kept quiet. He said, okay. And do you know the next thing that came out from his mouth? He asked her a very question that even if you ask your greatest enemy, he will be shocked. He said, okay, now that your brother is dead, do you have, because obviously you guys are pretty close, do you have any clothing that he has worn before, or do you have anything to remember him for? Maybe shirts, polo and the rest of them, because you know that Daniella is a tomboyish kind of person. If you notice, she's not really a girly kind of, most of her clothes are big clothes, shirts and the rest of them. And I know that she actually shared some of the clothes with her younger brother before he died. So obviously you might have it. So please, can I have it? I want to keep it as a memorial. Let me remember my grandson. Let me remember how he died, because I truly miss him. He didn't even know that Daniella already know everything. He has failed to understand that Daniella is on social media. Daniella have been seeing people carrying this, gist, how they are looking for the clothes, how they are looking for any piece of clothes that was being worn by late Kambili, so that they will be able to conjure his spirits, so that the spirit will stop disturbing Edochie and Rudy Austin and all of them, stop appearing to all of them. And Daniela smiled and said, Grandpa, I don't. And because as it is now, she was already angry, but she didn't want to be so disrespectful. Elders were there. She didn't want to sound so rude, that kind of thing. And after everything, Pet Edochie said, no problem, take this money. And she took the money. Believe me, she did not spend the money. She just went, and there was a place where they keep something for the poor, and packed all the money there and put it. She didn't even count it. She just packed the money and put it. But before she did it, she prayed and put it there. Her mother, who was still on the phone, was just listening. She didn't say anything. And after the conversation, she told her mother, Mommy, don't worry. I know what I am doing. I'm going to protect you the only way I can. I am going to be a very smart person. How can Grandpa be asking me for my brother's property, clothes? For what? He wants to keep it as a memorial? Someone that you said that you knew that he was not going to last long, and then you're coming to tell me that you want to keep it as what? You are not even talking about your son and his disrespect to my mother, and you are busy here. Daniela really gave the father exactly the response that was suitable to him in a subtle, good way. Okay, guys, this is much I can take from this topic. I just said let me hint you on Pet Edochie's visit